Okay, welcome back. We're going to be doing some more Prime Sentinel reprogramming on Legendary difficulty. Today we're going to be taking care of the last couple of paths that we have access to right now, and that is going to be the Kitty Pryde and Angela paths. Kitty Pryde, this fight was created with the help of Dragon, and the Angela fight was created with the help of Royal. These two are similar to the other fights that we've had, with the exception of the Kitty Pryde path. Now, all of the other ones have had linked nodes between the fights leading up to it, including this Angela one. So, like, if we look at the Red Goblin here, we have Arc Overload, Fight or Flight, and Vigorous Assault going to both Star-Lord, Iron Fist, and, of course, on the Red Goblin node itself. Whereas with Kitty Pryde, they seem to have split up some of the nodes that Kitty has among the other champions in her on her path. Nonetheless, I do think that these paths overall seem to be doable in theory. I mean, they're all doable in theory, but with my current roster, my current train of thought for both of these paths is that they're going to be heavily buff dependent. And so by running a buff mitigation team, where we swap out Emma Frost and Kitty Pryde for a 5 and 6 star Sorcerer Supreme, I think we can do a good bit of damage that way. Before jumping in, I actually want to just double check the Kitty Pryde node, just to check for Fury mostly, just because if we do so, we're only leaving ourselves with Black Widow as a incinerate. Yeah, I think I said that wrong beforehand, but just wanted to make sure that there wasn't any extra incinerate that I had to worry about before we just take duplicate Symbiote Supremes. But I think this is a pretty solid team to take care of these, so we're just going to go ahead and jump in and test it out. So we're going to be heading north along the red floppy disk, and to start, let's go ahead and take care of the Kitty Pryde path. Of all of these fights, I'm looking forward to the Dragon Man the least. I'm not a huge fan of fighting that champion, not a huge fan of dealing with him as a defender, but nonetheless, let's just kind of see how it goes. We're going to use our 6 star Symbiote Supreme here, primarily to get rid of Unstoppable here. For the Footloose node. Yeah. Because Unstoppable is one of, in my opinion, the most unfun effects to fight in the entire game. So yeah, we just want to build up at our staggers as quickly as possible. And if we can be in our purple Catan Cunning phase, it's nice because we get to deal a bit of bonus extra damage along with each nullify. Though that's not necessarily a requirement. And we missed the nullify on that Unstoppable, so that's rather unfortunate. Now, unfortunately with Rogue, our bleeds are going to be falling off rather quickly just due to her natural shrugging off chance. So that's just a bundle of joy. And so now we have to... Oh, that was not fun. We have to try and bait her special too, which means she's going to go Unstoppable, which... Okay. So let's just use the special attacks we have right now, do some adrenaline healing, and now we need to get staggers on her as quickly as possible, because otherwise we're not going to get the full when we have to now bait. Oh, that was a rough fight, and we're going to just restart this entire quest, because I get the feeling I'm going to die to Dragon Man a couple times with champions, and so I want to have as much health going into that fight as possible. So let's actually use our 5-star Symbiote Supreme here, just so that way we have the dupe ability, which will help us put more staggers on Rogue, just to be as certain as possible to keep Unstoppable and Evade off of her as much as possible. So similar strategy as last time, it's just gotta keep the staggers up in order to win this. We might end up having to use a couple health potions, which I'd really prefer to avoid since we have done all of this side quest without them so far. But if we have to, that's just what it'll have to be. Come on. Okay. We've got 2 up, so we're safe to bait. Come on, throw your special. There we go. And everything is A-okay. We're going to just throw this right on the cusp, so we have... Beautiful. This is a fantastic rotation. And that was a mistake. Okay, so we're going to get some damage reduction in. Ouch. Okay. If we die here, we might just once again restart the quest. But it might not be over yet. Let's just bait out this special too. Activate all of our phases. This should be enough to maybe take her out, or at least push her really close to it. Okay, that didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to. Ooh, that's rough. And we're using our Fury Evades, which, fine, I guess. And we end with 12% health. That's not great. But let's take on the rest of this path and just see if we can do better. Since right now our Jubilee fight is just Enhanced Special 1 and Kinetic Instigator, which isn't horrible to deal with. And Counter-Strike on Dragon Man, that might be difficult. That legitimately might be difficult. So I'm nervous, but let's just go ahead and do a quick Nick Fury versus Jubilee here. Drop her, and then let's see what we can do with Dragon Man. Now, since Jubilee is mutant, we're not going to get tactical charges as quickly when we're taking... Oh, that... Oof, that hurt. Okay. So we might end up even using our LMD phase. That would be rather unfortunate, but let's just see how the rest of this fight plays out. We might not have to. Okay, so we push her to her special 2. And we're in the LMD phase. Good news is that means a lot more damage and this fight will end even faster. Bad news is we don't have that bonus life safeguard. Okay, so but now, hey, we're on to Dragon Man. So if we can just take this fight out, I think we should be able to use our other Symbiote Supreme to finish off Kitty. So let's give ourselves the best chance here possible and use Claire. So that way we have Quake for Scarlet Witch. Okay, we've power charged down. Okay, so since he's a robot, we're basically triggering his immunities with all of our second medium attacks. We're at the L2 now, so we want to bait that, just block everything, and just move in, get some buff immunity active, heal up, which really we didn't need to do, but always good to have more health and more options. And so we want to play this fight very conservatively. Okay, so I was worrying, it seems like a lot about not much right now, because I mean, we haven't been in the corner all this fight, which is the goal. Because Dragon Man is not fun to fight when you're in the corner. So let's just do a quick special 3 here, and we should have him completely dead. Perfect. Perfect. So that fight went a whole lot better than I was anticipating, which, woohoo. Okay, so we're on to the Kitty Pryde boss fight, and then we're done with this path, and then we're just going to take the second one. Now, Kitty Pryde has everything from the previous ones in addition to turtling, so we want a buff removal champion. So we're going to take our 6-star Symbiote Supreme here, which I feel like this might be a little bit of a rougher choice just because we do have the dupe version here, and that's going to get us the staggers faster. But let's try our 6-star undupe right now, and if he doesn't work, we might switch into Claire, and if Claire doesn't work, we'll switch back to Symbiote. That way we can basically use the champions with the most health first and have a greater chance of having alive champions for the final Scarlet Witch. Okay. You have a lot of buffs. Okay, so we can't nullify the prowess. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, you're... Ouch. Okay, this is going to be a fun and interactive fight. So I think in order to avoid getting incinerated by the special 1, we're probably going to want to get into Hellfire mode should she reach 10 prowess. Otherwise, we can just block. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of the turtling showing up right now. Okay, so that was an L2 drop. Okay. And hit her with the buff immunity. Okay, that's going to get us our clairvoyant charges, so we can do a lot more nullification once this buff immunity has ended, which is exactly what we need. And if we can continually push her to her special attack 2, that's much more easy to evade. And that quick intercept hit on the end of it didn't get us much of what we were looking for, but nonetheless, let's hit her with another special 2, heal up, and... Ooh, okay, that was a rough. Ouch. Okay, down to 45%, that's better. So we're going to take the other Symbiote Supreme in, just to see what we can do here. The goal is going to be damage mitigation, so we want to push to Special 2 primarily, and that's just not what happened. So he took off another 5% of health. And let's see, if we use Quake, actually, let's take Nick Fury in. Now, she's not going to take bleed damage while phasing, but let's just... Oh, and we already lost Fury's Fury. That's not good. Okay, so I think we do have a team revive. So if we just take Quake in, we might be able to team revive, have Quake for finals. So yeah, this is a pretty rough encounter. Like, this is, I mean, it's well designed because I know all of the rules and can easily get it. Oh, this is actually going really much better. Oh, now we're at the special one. Okay, yes, let's do this. Okay, that's fantastic. That went so much better than I had anticipated. And we get the milestone, checklist, checkbox, solar objective. There's a word for it, and it's just completely outside of my mind right now. But let's head over to Scarlet Witch with our single champion remaining and just win this fight. That's probably too cocky. I might have just jinxed myself. Okay. Careful, steady, easy does it. Now we don't want to hit her until now. And careful because we're gonna, oh, that was power gain, and give me space, please. Okay. Aftershock to the stun. Heavy. Block. Basically just wait until... There we go. Just so she doesn't get to use her special attack, because that's unblockable. And I'm not good with the timing. Okay. Perfect. Victory. And now we're just going to take care of the Angela path. Oh, that was a fun challenge. Dragon's Roar. Okay. Actually, I do think I'm going to exit out and swap out the 6-star Symbiote Supreme on my team. Let me just double check the node combinations here, since it is buff mitigation, but he really wasn't doing much for me on this side, so I think we're going to just bring Kitty on, just because damage output is always good, and Red Goblin does have some nasty incinerates that Kitty can deal with better, just in case. So yeah, we're going to head north again on the red floppy disk path, and I'm just going to knock them out one after another. Now, these guys are receiving Fight or Flight, Vigorous Assault, and Arc Overload, and so I think we're just going to try and Symbiote Supreme them. We might do Kitty on Red Goblin. We might also do Claire there. Oh, and he's unstoppable. Oh, this is bad. That was a really rough start. Okay. So we're going to nullify the next unstoppable, which is fantastic. I think we're probably going to end up restarting this quest, just for safety's sake, because that was a really, really rough opener. Okay, so we have Set's Fangs. That's great, but we need to bait his L2. And he's going to lose that stagger beforehand. Oh, we got it back. Perfect. And he's unstoppable. And block broke. Okay. And we're just going to activate all of our phases now. Then that's going to get us the phase change, hopefully, right when we activate it. So this should be the end of Star-Lord. Like, this guy should just be, yeah, you're done. Now, we're left with 4% health. That's not a great place to be. But at the same time, Iron Fist shouldn't be a hard fight, and we just brought Kitty on in case of Red Goblin. And so if Claire can take care of Angela, that's more than suitable for dealing with this quest. So okay. Vigorous Assault. So when regen buff is active, they become unblockable. Okay, so this is just straight up, we want buff mitigation. And so if we did take a Nick Fury in for any of these, so we need to make sure he doesn't get the arc overload, because that's going to then trigger Vigorous Assault and make everything unblockable. That's what that is. Okay, so if we just stay in bleed mode for Claire and throw L2 after L2, that should be a viable strategy. Okay. So this is all going to be about timing for me more than anything, just so we can get around the unstoppable and get the buff immunities active. We'd probably be able to do this faster if we were in our power control mode, but I don't want to risk... I just don't want to risk it. I feel like that's a bit daredevilish. And let's just see if we can bleed him out. There we go. Finished at 98%. So we're going to just take Claire straight into the Red Goblin fight, since she did a great job handling all of those buffs. So I think this might just be a Claire walkthrough path. That was a really nasty opener. That was one of the worst fight starts I've had in this. Okay. Carefully, carefully. Oh gosh. And regeneration is gone, unblockable is gone, but we need to get our special attack 2 active ASAP, because we lost health. Okay, perfect. We just chewed up that unblockable, not unblockable, that unstoppable, and oh, we just missed the regeneration. Oh, no, 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 no. Ouch, ouch, that hurt. Okay. Slow and steady, and special 2 now, fast, fast. And we're 51%, so slightly better than... Okay, so we're just going to take Claire straight forward into the Angela fight. Oh, man. I feel like I misread this from the start. Okay. And Angela does naturally get regeneration, so that means she just can go naturally unblockable. The joys. The joys. The joys. The joys. So let's just try and blitz her with Kitty. I know that this is not a good strategy, but at the same time, I've had worse. This for the record, this is a very bad way to fight in this game. Okay, that's down, and we're just dead. Okay, but we did knock Angela down to 51%. So if we can just use Nick Fury, take care of the rest of it, and since we do have the LMD face active still, this is theoretically doable. We just want to bleed as much as possible. And now she's going... Okay. Ouch, ouch. Angela, you hit like a truck. That is absolutely a compliment because you are a complete monster of a champion. I really wish I had you as a 6-star. I would use you many places. And... okay, so we're not actually activating LMD yet, which is great. Where did the timer go for Arc Overload? You know what? If she's not going to just naturally trigger Arc Overload, fine by me. Oh, there it is. There it is. And we are in the LMD phase. Not exactly where I wanted to be, but here we are anyway. And you know what? For a fight that probably should not have gone like that, it went all right. Because now we can just do the same old, boring old routine of taking Quake against Scarlet Witch and not having to spend anything on this side quest. I love the sound of that. So yeah. A quick old Quake fight later, and we'll be popping rewards. Okay, so now she has her special 2, which we really don't want her to fire. But at the same time, we just have to time everything right. And we should have now just won the fight. Boom. Done. Dunzos. And so that's all we can do right now until we get the next floppy disk. We got some more 5-star shards, got some more 6-star shards, and we've now got a Metal and Mutant Cavalier Crystal, as well as our duplicate of Royal Blood title. So let's go ahead and open that Cav Crystal. Ooh, and we have a shard available. Ooh, we have a 6-star. So yeah, we'll open that one after this. So yeah, you get a bonus crystal. Well, okay, it is not a 3-star, so that is better than average, I suppose. Got some more 5-star shards there, and we're getting some more Women of Power shards, actually, as well for taking care of that quest. Some hero use stuff. I don't think this is going to push us into anything truly crazy. We're not going to pop the specials right now. But we actually do get a Woman of Power Cav Crystal, so let's just get that open and then go into the 6-star main event. Oh, I thought I was going to... If we were going to awaken our 6-star Penny Parker there, that would have been amazing, especially with how good she is in Battlegrounds. But we got a 4-star Cersei. Cannot complain about that. Cersei is a pretty cool character, and I would like to learn how to play her more. So, it is 6-star crystal time. So I'd go into all of the champions that I want, but that would be a huge list. So really, I just hope that they're super useful and a lot of fun to play. Okay, I'd rather have had the Stark Spidey, but Luke Cage is a character I do need to spend more time with. I do really like his indestructible phases, so there is utility in this character. Once again, I need to learn how to play him more. I don't have him at a very high tier at the moment in really any other form, or at least if I have him as a 5-star, I don't have him highly ranked up, just because I really haven't had a use for him. But now that I have him as a 6-star, it's probably worth giving him a look under with a fresh. Wow, I can't speak. Giving him a look with a fresh set of eyes, and just understanding his current place within the current meta of the game. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.